It's been a little while since my last desk video, and I've been enjoying the desk a lot. I've done a couple of projects on it now. You saw me work on my iPod on this section right here, and it's been working great, to be honest. The one problem with it right now is that there's still not enough space. There's a lot of things that I want to be able to do with this space, and I just need to make it bigger, add more things. First of all, the most empty space in my room right now is this wall right here. The only thing this is being used for is my projector screen, but it could be improved with an actual projector screen. Now, what's great about a projector screen is that it would free up this wall, for one. And what I could do with this wall is build a shelf. It goes all the way up, and if you've ever seen Evan Monsma, he's a YouTuber, and I get a lot of my inspiration from him. He has sort of this desk set up, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling, and at the top at about here, it comes out, and there's big shelves that come out about as far as the desk do. And then down the side, there's wall storage for tools, camera lenses, whatever. It's like shelving area. You can do anything with it. Having a shelving system right here would make it perfect for creating music studios, sort of, because I'm sure you've seen to some degree like synths like mounted on walls slightly angularly. I could do that with all sorts of gear, like this multi-effects pedal. There could be a shelf that holds it like that, and then other guitar pedals next to it, and have kind of like a wall stack of all sorts of random shit. For example, take this old Casio synth, and I could mount it right on the wall. I'm not sure how good that would look. This is just an idea. I think having some sort of modular wall shelving system I can put all kinds of stuff on and change it too whenever I want. Whether I want more tools, more music equipment, more decoration, storage, I can cycle through that easily depending on my needs at the time. Yeah, so my neighbors were giving away this wood, and they rebuilt their fence. All the wood from the old one got rid of, but there's a lot of good pieces of wood like this one that are warped and all dirty, but you clean it up. It looks like that. You plane it, get it straight, and you got some really high quality wood for next to nothing. Well, literally nothing. It was free, and it's the power tools I already have, so. just got finished planing the back of these so that they sit flush on the wall, and I measured them, and they're both almost exactly 5'3", which is the exact length from the very top of it to the ceiling. So I'm not going to be able to do any sort of joint at the bottom, and I guess I'm just going to have to make sure that I mount these really well. Now that I have these two pieces cut out and measured correctly, what I need to do now is figure out this system. So what I figured out is I want about there, which is about 14 inches down from the ceiling for the top of the shelf. So we're going to put a 2x4 right there, right? So I'm going to cut the joints with that. Alright, so I actually just dropped my camera while I was working on this, which is going to be the first half of the joint. My camera's sitting on that red box, and it fell down onto the concrete, and by a miracle everything's okay. So I'm going to be more careful now. You can see this fine craftsmanship here. These two fit together nice and snug like that, and I'm going to do that on the other side and then fit them together, but for today I'm finished, so I'm going to clean up here. Alright, so not the best joinery or glue up job. It's not a perfect fit, but I do think that this will hold really well. I put a lot of glue, so that should make up for my not the best craftsmanship. That right there, you can see, kind of chipped that out. That's also kind of that, you know, I'm using pine. It's not the best wood for doing stuff like that. That's known to do that. way it's looking right now is these are going to be on the desk. The desk will be like that. Obviously much more spread out. That's not going to be too stable. My solution to that is to run that 2x6 on the back here to there, and then we can drill into that. What that will do, we'll obviously have to shave down these pegs, but then that will allow us to add some support, and the cross beams come out to rest on the 2x6. And since that 2x6 will be spanning a large area, there'll be a lot of stud places to drill into. So we'll have a lot of stability with that. Alright, so we got the basic shapes for this all cut out. Not everything, but all we need to start assembling stuff in the room. All sections all put together and then the cross beam. We have a nice finish on this. It really does look awesome. It's a different kind of finish. It's pretty easy to do. It doesn't actually cost anything. And mine especially, I think it looks really nice. So it's a good way of making laminated out of rings because mine isn't very wood. It's very difficult to work with when trying to do joinery. As you see here, it just can kind of fall apart. But it's cheap and you can make it look good. How much is it sticking about? Like half an inch?
Not sticking out at all.
Like I want this to fit in between this.
Yeah, it's about half an inch.
Okay. Alright. Thank you. Now that we got this basic frame up, we need to put a piece from here to here, and we need to create it in a way that we can have a shelf over top. This piece of wood is down from this piece of wood about a 1/4 inch, and obviously if we just put pieces like that, the shelf would be slanted. I'm changing my mind because it's not too late yet. I'm just going to screw pieces onto this instead of chiseling out the whole thing because I think it'll be easier and better. So that's always the way to go. Jesus. Fit. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, it's been a little while since I last checked in with y'all. It's been about a week probably since the last time I filmed, and I haven't done a lot with the place, but I still have that's drilled into the wall. I got this shelf done. I've decided that I've procrastinated this too long. I've been stuck in analysis paralysis, and I want to get on to new projects. So I'm just going to knock the rest of this project out today. I'm going to get it done. This piece of wood is the only real 2x4 or 2x6 like long piece of wood that I have left, and it's not quite long enough to span. So let me make a little drawing and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so right now, this is about what the shelving area looks like. We've got the bottom, the desk right here, and then we've got the top shelf up here, and we have a 2x4 going across about the top third area. And now we have a 2x6 down here, but it only goes about this far. So, what I'm thinking is that we create a shelf right here coming out like a 2x4. And then I think that will be very functional, because we have the storage mounted right here that little organizational box. So right here I'm gonna have my laptop mounted and then my music production gear. And then we'll have a little shelf for holding knickknacks, which is what I like to have. So we're gonna get all that in, and yeah, let's do it. Alright, so that's the piece we need to cut out to go right here, separate 2x6 by the shelves. Just right up to there. Just gonna cut down and have a nice little shelf. Actually, this does not need a finish. It is quite nice looking. Back from Home Depot. Got the screws. Let's do this. Tackle this section. I've got a bunch of chisels and things that I want to be able to display on the wall. So I'm going to get this away and set it up to right over here. This is what I'm thinking for the shelf design. We're going to drill holes about in the middle for each of these and then cut a path for them to slide in and just hang with that radius. I lost some of the footage, but I did it. It's looking pretty snazzy. Alright, now that I got a bit of this sawdust cleaned up, we're going to do some finishing touches. First we're going to mount this power brick. So I'm just going to take a piece of paper and draw where those are. And that makes my spacing really easy. So I'm just going to take this. Boom. Boom. And then, let's see, that's not a good fit. There's literally only 2 of these little screws left that'll fit. Yeah? Yeah.
And your dinner's downstairs. You can get it whenever you want.
Alright, thank you,
I
buddy.
made sure to cook these well, and I did my signature seasoning method of half hatch chili seasoning, half Montreal steak.
Nice. As was that. Alright, now that I've got this all set up very well and cleaned up, I'm going to set up my music recording software or hardware because I'm going to have a friend over and we're going to record some music tonight, so you'll get to see that in the video as well. Also, I'm so glad to have this project completed, and although it's not perfect and there's going to be more work on it done, I have it at a point where I think I can make a video about it. And what that means is, one, I have a space where I can work on my projects, and two, I have my time freed up that I've been spending on this thing to spend on those other projects, which I'm really excited about. I'm excited to, I have a classical guitar I'm going to repair. It's my grandfather's classical guitar. I'm really excited about that. I have some old tools to restore. I'll show you. I've got this hand plane. I'm not going to show you too close. And this old chisel. And I'm going to restore these and sharpen them and then use them. So stay tuned for that. But if you watched the video this far, that means a lot to me. Most of my videos people don't watch all the way through, which is probably good information for me to make the videos shorter and more interesting. But they're not really for anyone except for myself. That's what I think is great about YouTube, is you can just make videos and upload them. They don't have to be a certain length or be about anything. It's just complete creative freedom, and they're going to be there forever. So you basically have a time capsule of your life, your brain, because that's really what this is. It's like everything in this video is made by me, so it's like a look into my brain, and I can look into my brain when I'm 50 or 70 and watch these videos. Maybe draw inspiration from them or learn from them. I always appreciate feedback, and I also appreciate your time watching this video. If there's anything you would like to see or any comments you'd like to make, please leave them down below. And if you liked any of the music that you saw in this episode, it's all on my music channel, Cabbage Head, with my friend Kenny. And please go check that out. Leave some support, subscribe to both channels. It's probably enough rambling for today. Thank you very much.